Welcome for the final game of the day and final game of the tournament for this Walking Weird Boys 1500 points 40k tournament with Forge World and primary and two primary missions usually in each of the scenarios. So this one we're playing Purge the Alien and the Relic and Emperor's Will, so 3 in 1. And as you can see, this time we have terrain and line of sight blocking, and I'm very happy. So I am playing another Space Wolf player who has most Thunderwolf Cav units in his list, but he's got a twist. He's bringing Clan Raukaan, my favorite Space Marine chapter, as ally, and they will be on bikes. So very fast on this side. I'm quite fast as well. Let's see who's gonna be the fastest of the speed freaks. I win the roll and I deploy first, and you can see there from bottom I put my 2 support platform to mover weapon. I put my Farseer, which is half cut at the bottom of the screen there. My Master of the Forge is next to a Secret and Battle Tank in the ruin. I have deployed my 3 Hornets next to my first squad of jet bikes. My Iron Hand Space Marines are sitting there in the middle, and I will use them as mid shield and speed bumps as well as I can. My second unit of bikes, my Autarch, and then on the other ruin on the top right there, we have my 2 Wave Serpents. One is empty with the Dire Avengers in the ruin there on the first and the ground floor, and then my Fire Dragons who are ready to hop in the empty Wave Serpent. My General and Farseer rolled Guide, Prescience and Psychic Trick. Who's gonna see is gonna be quite the moneymaker in this game. My opponent's deployment: first unit of Clan Raukaan bike on the left, first unit of Wolf Cav in the middle with all characters, second unit of Clan Raukaan bikes with his captain on the middle, and next to it is second unit of Wolf Cav. The plan for me here is really to grab the Relic with one of my squad of bike, move it back, move the Space Marines in between, and then move everything around. I mean, shoot down, try to hold the sides. Obviously I don't want to be losing my flanks, and then taunt in the middle, shoot and dodge as much as I can. And my opponent tries to steal the initiative but fails, and so turn 1, as you can see, my Space Marine moved up, my bike squad grabbed the Relic, did not fail dangerous terrain check, and moved back. The Hornet spread a little bit and benefit from the Farseer Guide spell. On the right, as per the plan, the Fire Dragons move into the Wave Serpent, who moves out of cover, ready to shoot. A bike shift to the right, the Autarch stays in the center, ready to cover the bike retreating, and the second Wave Serpent move on the right, having an angle shot at the Wolf Cav. Closer look at the Relic grabbing. Oh, my mistake, it was Prescience on the Hornet, not Guide. So, shooting down the Doomweavers, the Hornets took care of a couple of characters and the Wolf Cav models. The Seeker and Battle Tank is gonna shoot at the Iron Hands bikes on the left. And on the right side of the field, my Wave Serpent shoot at the Iron Hand bike, and I cause a wound to the captain and get through the Gorgon chain. Rob Space Wolves Clan Raukaan turn 1, he moves his bike forward, his Cav forward as well. And in order of threat rating, the Wolf Cav with the Thunder Hammers really have first and multiple wounds. The bikes could be a danger, especially with the grav gun, but yeah, no, the Wolf Cav is the main threat, and I need to take care of it. Here's a picture of the right side where, yeah, both his Wolf Cav and his Clan Raukaan bike squads move forward, ready for or trying to set up a charge for turn 2, and I'm gonna try to deny that turn. Eldar turn 2, that's what I do. I move most of my units backward. I decide to move the Seeker and Battle Tank and roll 1 for dangerous test. So the Master of the Forge will have to do some work on his turn. The squad with the relic move backwards, and then I move the autarch in front just to speed bump and dissuade his unit of bike or wolf cav to charge. The Space Marines move back a tiny bit to taunt the wolf guard and to provide a speed bump for my Eldar contingent. The Wave Serpent with the Fire Dragon unloads its embarked troops who will fire on the wolf guards. The other Wave Serpent shift to the left to avoid a charge on the flank and to provide support fire as well. The Die Avengers move through cover a bit back to make the charge a bit harder, but are still in range with their weaponry, where the second squad of bike move on the right. My idea there is to let him charge me or get close to me, move the bikes beyond his lines to grab his own Emperor's Will objective. Onto shooting phase, and on the right hand side, the both Wave Serpents shoot at the Iron Hands and do quite a lot, getting rid of 2 of the bikes, which is pretty good, and making them jink, which is also very good. On the left, the Doomweaver and the Seeker and Battle Tank shoot at the Clan Raukaan bikes and get them down to 1 model. The Hornets, the Space Marines... Yeah, the Hornets and Space Marines shoot at the Wolf Cav and get his lord down to 1 wound. He tanked quite a lot actually, but yeah, he's down to 1 wound. In this shot you can see that my assault move, my jet bikes move backward to taunt again, say catch me if you can, to his bike and wolf guard units. Wolves turn 2 and his wolf cav gets into the Space Marines, and that's fine. Overwatch does not get anything. His remaining bike on the left hand side moves closer to the Seeker and Battle Tank. On the right hand side, he decides to separate the Iron Priest from his Wolf Cav. Iron Priest charges the first Wave Serpent, and the Wolf Cav goes into the Dire Avengers, which is fine. I didn't want them to be in the Fire Dragons this turn, if possible. The 3 last Clan Raukaan bikes move closer to the Hornets. And he was asking me, how does the squad work? Well, it's 6 hull points basically, and once you get 2, you get rid of 1. So I think he decided to shoot at the autarch instead. Ultimately, because he jinked previous turn, he didn't do anything. After combat with the Iron Hand Space Marines, the Wolf Cav consolidates this way in front of the Hornets, and on the right hand side the Iron Priest destroys the first Wave Serpent, glances it, and the Wolf Cav of course destroy the poor Dire Avengers and consolidate towards my second Wave Serpent. Top of turn 3 Eldar, and here's a shot of my psychic phase. I cast Psychic Shriek with his Farseer on his Wolf Cav, the one who just destroyed the Iron Hand Space Marines, and that's a roll. He rolled a 16 and he's got leadership 10, so 6 wounds. Can he make his 3-ups? And so wow, yeah, he loses a model outright, 2 wounds, and then failed a couple of his tests on his lord. So now his lord looks like he's on 2 wounds. He's got 4, so 2 wounds left, 2 spent. Either way, quite a very bad roll in fight with Psychic Shriek. Very happy with that. So here's a look at my left flank. During the shooting phase, my Hornets got prescience by the Farseer. They turbo boosted this way, and they are shooting down the Wolf Cav unit. In fact, there's 1 left, I believe. Yeah, Yeah, there's one model left, so pretty good shooting. The Seeker battle tank, I don't know why I decided to move it to get a better shot at the bike. I did have line of sight, so I don't know why I did that, but I rolled the 1 again on the dangerous terrain test. Gets him immobilized, down to 1 hull point. The Master of the Forge this time will roll, and he succeeds. He needs a 3 up because Master of the Forge and Clan Raukaan or Iron Hands. And this time I decide to restore a hull point, as opposed to remove the immobilize, which I did the previous turn. And my opponent asked me, are you sure you want to restore the hull points or remove immobilized? And he had a cunning plan, as you will see. Here's the better look at the Wolf Cav unit after the shooting from the Hornets. Pretty deadly unit. Didn't do that much, but they're very dissuasive, I have to admit. In the middle there, I charged my autark into the bikes, hoping to delay their advance towards my jet bike unit, who still holds the relic and shifts 6 inches by 6 inches for each phase they can move. I forgot to mention the swooping hogs who came down the previous turn. I've been shooting at the bikes, causing some wounds, but didn't do anything. This turn they helped. They get rid of 1 bike. The remaining Wave Serpent moves over the Wolf Cav and tries to shoot down the Iron Priest, but he passes all his saves. The Fire Dragons move close to the Wave Serpent as well and try to shoot at the Wolf Cav, getting them down to 2 models. The autark in combat with the Clan Raukaan bikes do nothing. They both whiff on the same, and because I didn't take care of the Iron Priest, the autark is going to take him in the side next turn. Bottom of turn 3, his remaining Clan Raukaan bike on the left moves up and shoots his grav gun, and this is why he asked me if I was going to remove the immobilized or get a hull point up. He gets a glance, he rolls his 6, and that immobilizes it. Because it was immobilized, he gets another hull point, so from 2 it goes straight to null, and the Seeker battle tank is wrecked. His Wolf Lord moves up towards the jet bike unit that has the relic in the middle there. Charging this turn, so the Iron Prince charges the autark and dispatches him. The Wolf Cav gets into the Fire Dragons, and the Wolf Lord kills the squad of jet bikes that held the relic. The Fire Dragons take 2 casualties, but stay in the fight. Top of turn 4, and the Hornets take aim. The Wave Serpent moves closer to the relic and the Wolf Lord. And my second unit of jet bike, who circled the top right ruin there, gets in the flank closer to take some potshot at the Clan Raukaan bikes there. The swooping hogs stay in range of the bikes as well as the Emperor's Will objective of my opponent. Master of the Forge, upset that his toys get destroyed by the Clan Raukaan guys, he jumps over the tank and successfully charges him. The Hornets shoot down the Wolf Lord, and there's a lot of AP2s, and he made a couple of ones. So yeah, that's Slay the Warlord for you, and another turn where I protect the relic, not my relic, the relic. Unfortunately, in the combat phase, the Master of the Forge does nothing to the Clan Raukaan guy. I think he passed his Feel No Pain, his 6 of Feel No Pain, which was awesome. And of course, because he's on the bike, he was not doubled with my strength 8 servo harness. The Fire Dragons get destroyed, but they get a wound through one of the Wolf Cav guys, who consolidates towards my Wave Serpent. Bottom of 4, the Clan Raukaan bikes decide to turn around and take care of the swooping hogs that hold their objective. The wolf cave tried to go around the wave serpent but can't. I did place him in a wave, so it would be hard to reach the relic, but they can't. So they're gonna get there and most likely gonna charge the wave serpent. Clan raukaan bikes shoot at the sweeping hogs, causing 1 casualty. Prepare to charge. Get in and kill 1 more of the sweeping hogs, who stick around for another round of combat. Having nothing better to do, the wolf cave charge, the unmissable charge on the wave serpent and wrecks it. And in his second turn of combat with the clan raukaan bike, the Master of the Forge slays him outright and consolidates towards the relic and the wolf cave. Top of 5, I move my Farseer in support of the Master of the Forge and cast Psychic Shriek. And wow, the poor wolf cave, my opponent rolls a 15. There he rolls a 16 on the first one and a 15 on the second one, killing outright the remaining model. They are only 3 wounds left, so 5 wounds, that's them done. So that pretty much secures the relic. It secures the my Emperor's Will objective. He's got nothing near enough. In fact, he's got only the 2 remaining bikes with the sweeping hogs. And yeah, that's when my opponent calls it. You know, my second bike unit was gonna shoot over the combat, and being objective secure, they will control the my opponent's Emperor's Will objective. So yeah, my opponent calls it. He's got 2 models who will not be doing anything towards the mission objective in his turn. Good game, very bad matchup for my opponent. I did play to my strength, I have to admit. I used the speed bumps as I wanted to when I made this list. Not like I played it on game 1, and I was a bit more considerate to the assessment of my opponent's strength and weaknesses before deployment. So yeah, this game was another crushing victory. So in the end, after the 3 games, I have 2 crushing victories and 1 crushing defeat, which leaves me with 34 victory points and 12 spot out of 48. So unfortunately for game 2, I could have shown a little bit more, but yeah, I felt pretty good about the 2 games. Shame I only played Space Wars, albeit different lists of Space Wars, but it's a shame nonetheless. Not much variety for you and my audience. However, this was the first time I played against Space Wolves, so 3 in a row. You know, I know their strength, I know their weaknesses. Mass volume of shots, speed and avoidance, dodging technique, and feeding them units every single turn, speed bumping them, and focusing on their objective is the way to go. So yeah, feeling happy. I didn't have any super filth. There was a lot of Hornet squads in this tournament. One guy had 3 units of 2s, another had 2 units of 3, a lot of knights, a couple of lynxes around, stompers. Good list, very varied. Not as varied as you may hear from the LVO, the Las Vegas Open or so on, but not too bad. In the end, it's a Space Wolf with Sister of Battle ally that won, and then closed by, let me think, not the winner. My opponent of game 2, Sam, ended up in the top 10, but because he lost his last game, all the people who won their 3 game get in front of him. So yeah, not too bad. Not the usual list at the top, Space Wolves and Sister of Battle, pretty good. And the people who won in the previous iteration of this tournament were not at the top, so a lot of changes, pretty good. Good tournament. One day was kind of cool, 3 games, nice, not too exhausted. We are gonna try to I will definitely try to attend the next one. Hopefully there will be a bit more line of sight blocking terrain, hint, to the tournament organizer. I have provided some suggestion, including players bringing their own terrain as part of their army list in a very clearly specified type of requirement. So each table has more than 2 or 3 cover or lines of blocking terrain pieces. At least 2 would be nice. You can hide some of your guys. But yeah, great tournament, great organizer, great opponents. Thank you for my 3 opponents, Gary, Sam and Rob. Hopefully I'll be able to provide some more challenge next time. Sorry Sam for the game. And yeah, thanks Rob, thanks Gary for being good sports. I know it's not easy to play Eldar, but and I get more than 1 wave serpent. I have 2, so it's considered a spam. But yeah, the Hornets, I mean, game 1 they get destroyed in turn 2. Game 2 they didn't even make it on the table. Game 3 they do a lot of shots. They're very fast. They're more of a deterrent type of unit, and they will get the 1 wound occasionally on these big lows with a lot of ward saves. But yeah, I like them. I like the model very much. I like what they bring to the table, and they are a good addition to a very maneuverable, very fast list, the way I like to play my Eldars, basically. There you go, that's JK signing off. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.